Sunflower Wellness, bringing you your sea moss, gold sea moss in particular. I am going to show you how this dried sea moss turns into sea moss gel. This is about 20 pounds here. Again, this is gold sea moss. And I want to show you. It's pretty binded because of the box. It was in the box, but it's fresh. Again, you already saw me at the airport. You saw me in the ocean. Now I'm going to actually show you what you can do at home. I have gold sea moss here and I have purple sea moss. So we already saw what it looked like dry. I'm now showing you what it looks like hydrated. So you must soak your sea moss, but before you soak it, make sure you clean it. So you must soak your sea moss for 6 to 24 hours. Usually people do it overnight, kind of out of sight, out of mind. You can also use limes to make, so you won't have that sea moss taste. You won't have that it's more of a, like a earthy taste to say. The gold is a bit more milder. So I always recommend, hey, use some lime. Some people use lemons. In this case, I'm showing you without, because you can also use this as a skin mask. You can use it in your hair as a mask, as a pre-poo. You can do it to help detangle your hair. So sea moss does a lot of good things. But of course, I'm going to show you how to make your gels. Now we have our gold sea moss that we hydrated. Remember, 6 to 24 hours. This has been soaking for 24 hours. As you can see, look how swollen. Beautiful, beautiful, rehydrated sea moss. We already saw what it looks like dry. This is what it looks like soaked after 24 hours. This is what your sea moss is going to look like. Remember what it looked like on the ropes when I showed you guys in the ocean? We are now in the kitchen with it, and we are going to blend. Subscribe, like, comment, Sunflowers. Let me know if you have any questions. Tell me your struggles. Tell me, your pros. I want to hear all the good, bad, and ugly about your sea moss. So now we're going to actually blend our sea moss, our gold sea moss. We're blending the sea moss to make it into gel. So we're going to drop that right on in. Drop one more. Again, all you need to do is add your spring water into your sea moss with your blender. Again, please make sure you add less, so you can always add. You do not need a lot of water at all. So I'm going to put that in there. We're going to put the lid on, and we are going to blend this up. So we are all done blending our sea moss gel, or gold sea moss gel. So we're going to pour it. Again, it doesn't matter your preference, whether you want it thick. If you notice, I kind of make mine a little thick. You can always add fruit. You can always use it as a mask. You can always use it as a mask on your face. You can also use it as a mask in your hair. You can also use it as a hand mask. Sea moss feels amazing. If you ever put your hands in this sea moss water, it feels amazing. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to scoop up our gold sea moss. I want you guys to get that texture shot. Look at that texture. No lumps. Just great goodness. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to eat it. And that's it. You're going to make sure that you store your sea moss gel in the back of the refrigerator. Do not put it on the side. You don't want it to get mold fast. It is good shelf life for 2 to 3 weeks. Again, store it in the back of your fridge. That way it gets really, really cold. You can also freeze the rest. So you can put it in a deep freezer. You can also put it in your regular freezer. The deep freezer is going to last a little bit younger. I have people who deep freeze their sea moss from 6 to 12 months. You put it in a regular freezer, I say go ahead 3 to 6 months. Again, you can make this and freeze it if it's too much. That way you don't feel like you're wasting. You can, again, also just use, if you want to just use 1 ounce of sea moss, that will make you 2 16-ounce jars. So again, it's very plentiful, easy to use. Do it with your family members, do it with your kids. It's very cost efficient. It is very easy to use. Again, you can use it as a topical. You can actually ingest it like we did. You can add it to a fruit smoothie. You can add it to a smoothie. You want to sneak it in your kids' oatmeal porridge. You can do that as well. Again, thank you, Sunflowers. Like, subscribe. Tell me what I need to do better in my video and let me know. Thank you.